Hi everyone, welcome to Wellness Wednesday. The subject that I'm going to bring to you today is all about sugar. Sugar is one of the main issues with our obesity epidemic in this country today, and I think even as ambassadors, we don't realize the amount of sugar that we consume. The little episode I'm going to give you today is something that I do at some of my opportunity meetings. I just started doing it, and it amazes me the look on the ambassadors' faces when they realize the amount of sugar that is in food products. So one thing I want to talk to you about real quickly is how to read a nutrition label. Sometimes when, I'm going to grab one, for instance, spaghetti sauce. I do a 10-day detox every now and then, and a lot of people you can have spaghetti sauce, but you just have to look at the ingredients to see if sugar is included as an ingredient. So if you look at the ingredients on here, sugar is not listed as an ingredient, but if you look over on the nutrition facts, sugar is listed as 5 grams. So sugar is not an ingredient, so you're fine on this one. The sugar that's in this is coming from the tomatoes. But as long as sugar is not listed as an ingredient, you're generally okay. So also one thing I want you to realize also, when you look at sugars on the nutrition facts, there's no percentage over there. And the government is the one who controls the entire labeling of food, which is a really big pet peeve of mine. So sugar is not listed as a percentage just because the government does not set what we need to consume as sugar. They don't realize sugar as basically legal heroin, in my opinion. Another thing too that drives me crazy about food labels, and I'll grab this one here, is Welch's fruit snacks, are listed as fat-free, made with real fruit. They put all that wording on there just to kind of throw you off and think that you're getting something healthy. Natural flavors is another thing that kind of drives me crazy. You really need to dig into what your natural flavors really are. And like I had said last week, natural flavors on the Slim actually come from blueberry and mulberry fruit. Natural flavor can also be petroleum. So you need to look at you really need to learn how to read your ingredients and your product labels. So anyway, let's dive right into some things that are in my pantry. Like I said, I don't deprive my family of anything. They do have things that we don't normally eat, but it's not on a daily basis. These are treats. One thing that kind of drives me crazy is, I'm going to be bouncing all around here because I've got products laying everywhere, is Nutella. My daughter loves Nutella toast. And like I said, when you read ingredient labels, your ingredients are listed in the order in which they're used in the recipe. So sugar is the #1 ingredient in Nutella. And the grams of sugar in Nutella is 21 grams for 2 tablespoons, which is a lot. Another thing that's probably in every child's lunchbox, so not every child's, but a lot of children's lunchboxes, is Apple and Eve apple juice. Apple and Eve apple juice has 18 grams of sugar in it. And that's just the tiny little apple juice. Another one is Horizon Organic Chocolate Milk. Organic Horizon Chocolate Milk has 22 grams of sugar. Now on dairy products, your first 11 grams of sugar are coming from lactose. So your body treats lactose a little differently. It doesn't spike your blood sugar the way that other sugars do. So that's the one thing to keep in mind. So you really need to research what sugars do and how different sugars spike your blood sugar. Another great alternative to dairy products is the Silk almond milk. It still has a lot of sugar in it. It has 21 grams of sugar in it, but it is a better option than dairy. Go-Go Squeeze, another lunchbox favorite, is 12 grams of sugar. Now, I'm going to show you in a little bit why these grams are so important and how they're way too much. Another one is Craisins dried fruit. This has 20 grams of sugar in this little 1-ounce box. Another lunchbox favorite is, I had it up a minute ago, Welch's Fruit Snacks. This one right here has 11 grams of sugar. Another breakfast favorite is Pop-Tarts, brown sugar and cinnamon. Now you need to look at servings on your food when you're eating it to calculate the grams of sugar. Pop-Tarts is 15 grams of sugar, but that's just for one pastry, not both pastries, which is how it's packaged. So with both pastries, you're having 30 grams of sugar. If you have pancakes in the morning, here is Aunt Jemima original pancake syrup. And we all know how pancakes love to absorb syrup, so you're always adding more than what it really calls for. a quarter of a cup of pancake syrup of Aunt Jemima is 32 grams. Now you think you're going to be good and you're going to go get the maple syrup that's, all organic from Vermont. This one right here is 53 grams of sugar for 4 tablespoons. That's a ton of sugar. I don't care where it's coming from. Another one that's not too bad, and they're getting a little bit better. No artificial flavors, no preservatives. 6 grams of sugar for 1 cup, and there's 2 cups in here. So there's 12 grams of sugar in mini raviolis. Peanut butter. Now, I didn't have a sugar-laden version in my house, so I'm going to show you the decent version that I use. And it, if I'm going to have peanut butter toast, this is what I have. It's just organic peanut butter. No sugar is listed as an ingredient, and there is 2 grams of sugar in that for the nutrition facts. So now let's get into the really, really bad stuff. So this is what I do at some of my opportunity meetings. I pull out, things that people would normally have. Your kids, you go into Walmart and your kids are begging you at the checkout line. These are right there at the checkout line, right? Fruit Shoot has 22 grams of sugar. Peanut M&Ms are 25 grams of sugar. That's almost 50 grams of sugar just with a little treat for your children. Let's go to some really bad ones here. Dr. Pepper, regular old Dr. Pepper. Stay away from the diet stuff. It's really, really bad. But this one's not any better. This one has 64 grams of sugar just in a 20-ounce Dr. Pepper. And these little bags that I'm going to hold up here, these are just little snack bags so you can kind of get an idea of how much sugar is in a Dr. Pepper. Let's see. What's another one? One that's really, really bad. I think this is the worst one I have on the counter. Mountain Dew. Regular Mountain Dew, 20-ounce Mountain Dew, is 77 grams of sugar. That's 18 teaspoons of sugar just in one Mountain Dew. Here's one for you. A lot of people love these things. Starbucks Frappuccino, little latte thing that you can get at the checkout at Walmart or your local grocery store, is 46 grams of sugar, 11 teaspoons in one drink. This is one that my family used to consume a lot of, and this is Special K cereal bars and then the Pastry Crisp. These aren't too bad, though. You do need to look at your ingredients other than just the sugar. The Special K bar is 8 grams, and the Crisp bar is 7 grams. Like I said, it's other ingredients in there that you really need to pay attention to. Also, a good alternative is Kind bars. Now, Kind does have some that are low in sugar. This one on top here is the maple glazed pecan and sea salt. That one's 5 grams. The one on the bottom here is, 9 grams of sugar. Better alternatives with the other ingredients also. So to say all of that, I'm going to go into what we're allowed to have per day that our body can actually process. Our body can, you process sugar. So your body, for women, we can process 24 grams or 6 teaspoons of sugar. Now I'm going to hold back up the Mountain Dew that I had earlier. See the difference there? It's all the way up to the card. You can't even see the top of the sugar. So this is, 18 teaspoons in one Mountain Dew. This is what our body can process. Women can process 6 teaspoons of sugar and get it out of the system. Children had a range. Their range is 4 to 8 teaspoons, so I went with the middle there. That's 6 teaspoons for children. Of course, their activity level, anyone's activity level plays a factor in it too. Men is 36 grams, 9 teaspoons of sugar is what the body can effectively process. Now, one thing I want to show you too is Gatorade. Gatorade was developed by the Florida Gators, the college, as a sports drink. It didn't have sugar in it when they developed it. It kind of tasted nasty, but the body of your athletes, you need that boost of energy when you're out there on the field, and your body can process that sugar because it's looking for an energy source when you're out there working out, running up and down the football field and up and down the basketball court. So Gatorade was bought by Pepsi. So when Pepsi got a hold of it, they needed a way to make it palatable for the rest of us to consume. So they added sugar to it. One Gatorade has 34 grams of sugar, 8 teaspoons of sugar. That's a lot of sugar, considering Men are only allowed to have 9 grams of sugar, and this one has almost 8, or has 8 in it in Gatorade. So there is my sugar talk for the day. I think, if you're struggling with the products and people are looking for reasons why they can't seem to drop the weight, or their health issues aren't getting any better, they really need to look at their sugar intake. Sugar is critical to your overall health. Like I said, women, we're allowed to have 6 teaspoons. That's not a lot of sugar. There are a lot of alternative ways out there to do your favorite food, such as peanut butter. You can get peanut butter without sugar. Yes, it takes you a little time to get used to the taste of it, but you can do it. Jelly is laden with sugar, obviously. You can make homemade jelly. I have one that I make at home. It's a raspberry spread, I guess, that is very, very tasty. It's really sweet, but it just has berries in it. And a few other little ingredients, but it's much better than the alternative off of the shelf. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask in the comments below, and just do your research. Get out there and dig around and see how your body processes sugar and the different kinds of sugar, and see what you find out. Hope y'all have a great day.